First up is proportional, or P for short. This is the most intuitive one. It just looks at the error right now, the gap between where you are and where you want to be, and it applies a corrective force that's proportional to that error. A big error gets a big push. A tiny error gets a tiny nudge. Simple, right? But it's got a flaw.
Here's the catch. For P control to do anything, there has to be an error. Think about trying to hold a spring stretched out to a specific spot. You have to keep pulling on it, right? The moment you stop pulling, meaning there's zero error between your hand and the target, the spring just contracts. P control is exactly the same. It'll get you super close to your target, but it can never quite get there, leaving this small, annoying leftover error.
And this is where the integral term, or I, comes in to save the day. Think of it as the system's memory. It looks at the total accumulated error from the past. So as long as that little leftover error from the P controller is still there, the I term just keeps adding a little more corrective action and a little more and a little more until that error is finally stomped out and forced to zero. This is the part that remembers that annoying persistent wind and keeps the ship perfectly on course.
But, having a great memory can sometimes be a problem because the integral term has built up all this corrective momentum from all those past errors. It can actually cause the system to blow right past its target. We call this overshoot. The system has so much built up energy that it just can't stop on a dime, just like our ship sailing way past its intended course because it turned too hard for too long.
And that brings us to the final piece of our puzzle, derivative, or D. This is the forward-looking, predictive part of the whole thing. It doesn't care how big the error is now or what it was in the past. It only cares about one thing, how fast the error is changing. It's trying to anticipate the future.
So here's how it works. As the system starts moving really fast towards the target, the error is shrinking quickly. The D term sees this rapid change and basically yells, "Whoa, slow down, we're gonna overshoot." It applies a counterforce, acting just like a brake, to dampen all that momentum that the I term built up. This is what reduces that overshoot and helps the whole system settle down nice and smooth.
So you put it all together, and yeah, you get this equation. Now, I know it might look a little intimidating, but it's really just our helmsman's intuition written down in the language of math. You've got the proportional term reacting to the present error, the integral term summing up all the past errors, and the derivative term looking at the future rate of change. That's it. Present, past, and future, all working together in perfect harmony.